We kind of came up shorthanded there, but we're looking really focused this week coming into our second matchup against them.
The rematch is yours on both WTLW and WOSN simulcast Friday night. In Ada, Andy Lynch for the Sports Report.
Thank you, Andy. The dream season that is Crestview football rolls into Week 12 tomorrow with another well-known opponent in Ada. During the regular season, the Knights won big, 63-12, but Jared Owens and staff aren't assuming anything this week, and they won't assume it will be a cakewalk this second time around, as you'll see in this Lee Kinsel GM playoff preview.
A number of area football teams have that tradition of winning in the postseason and making a deep run to state. For the Knights, they hope Friday's win against LCC is a start of something special for years to come.
Pretty exciting. I mean, all the students stormed the field. All the fans did, actually, so pretty awesome.
Well, it's obviously extremely exciting. We set that as a goal is to win our conference and then get into play Week 11, and now we are setting new goals each week.
One unique goal is how they approach each matchup.
Basically build it as now 4 one-game state championships, and so our sole focus is on Ada this week.
This marks the second time the Knights have to prep for the Bulldogs, and it helps but also challenges the coaching staff.
It's a lot of known factors now between both teams. We know each other's personnel. We know what each other likes to do. I think both teams will probably try to make adjustments and do things a little bit different, but I think both teams are pretty set in their identity and what kind of a team they want to be.
Crestview obviously wants to control the ball, run, and pile on the points.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty awesome, and yeah, I figured we would. I mean, got a solid line and some good backs.
We've got 2 or 3 playmakers, I feel like, that can run pretty well, and when the ball's in their hands, they have the ability to take it 40, 50 yards.
While the Knights hope they do all the scoring, defensively they have one main objective.
I think stopping the run is number one for us every week. We look at that as number one priority, stopping the run.
And that Ada pass attack as well. You can see the game Friday at 11 on the family of networks.
Thank you, Chris. As he mentioned, the NWC rematch will lead off our weekend of rebroadcast games. You can catch Crestview and Ada at 10:44 on TV 44 immediately following the sports report, or you can see that game at 11 o'clock Saturday night over on WOSN. Or I should say Friday night, 11 o'clock on WOSN. Saturday night at 7 o'clock on WOSN, it's the Kenton-Worcester Triway game. And later that night, 11 o'clock, defending state champs Marion Local in Covington on WOSN. Then on Sunday, Coldwater Chippewa rebroadcast kicks off at 7. So again, Ada Crestview Friday night both on TV 44 and WOSN at 10:44 and at 11. And then Triway Kenton Saturday at 7, Marion Local Covington Saturday at 11, Chippewa Coldwater 7 on Sunday on WOSN.
After extending their season for another week, Raider Fever is catching on with everyone as they prepare for a familiar opponent in Week 12 in the Lee Kinsel GM Pigskin Preview.
The school was real proud. It was a really big moment. There was a lot of enthusiasm and excitement going into that, and there's even more enthusiasm and excitement around the school right now. Everybody's got the Raider fever around here and playoff fever. And
a 52-28 win will do that as the Raiders used a familiar formula to get the victory.
We got back to really using our speed, getting to the line fast, keeping them off balanced, and then we did an outstanding job defensively of taking away their run, which was their number one offensive tool.
That's Tenora's ammo, run the ball and be effective in controlling the clock, something the Rams did in the regular season, winning 27-16.
We've got to control the line of scrimmage defensively and slow down their running game. And then we really need to be more athletic than them.
We have to be able to get back to running the fast offense, and we have to be able to shut down their run game. If we can do that, we'll be fine.
Energy and the feeling of getting revenge definitely on the minds for Wayne Trace. The Raiders all season long wanted this rematch to occur.
We felt like that was probably one of our worst performances, and we're just glad and appreciative that we have a second chance to prove ourselves. So
we're very excited. Like Devin said, this is just revenge. We felt like we had one of our worst games against Tenora, and we just want to go out there and prove how good we actually are and how good we actually can play.
And don't be shocked if the red, white, and blue do pull some fast ones on the Rams.
We need to play out of our minds really offensively and maybe do some things here and there that they didn't see last time and maybe some things here and there that nobody's seen us do all year. So
the GMC Showdown is Friday night at 7:30 from Lima Stadium. Highlights on the show that night.
Thank you, Chris. Time now for our nightly trivia question as presented by Meijer. Experience the savings. Experience the difference, Meijer. Just go to WOSN.TV and you'll see the Meijer logo on the front page of the question listed. Click there to submit your answer. Tonight's winner receives a $5 gift card to Subway in Lima. Nightly winners entered into the weekly prize drawing with the $25 Meijer gift card. And all the winners will get a shot at the grand prize $250 Meijer gift card. That drawing coming in about 3 weeks with the end of the high school football season. Major League Baseball MVPs announced today. Tigers' Miguel Cabrera repeats as NL MVP, while the NL MVP is Pittsburgh's Andrew McCutchen. Tonight's question: who was the last Cleveland Indian to win the MVP award? Of course, Joey Votto for the Cincinnati Reds won it just a few years ago, but when was the last time an Indian was voted the most valuable player of the American League? Just go to WOSN.TV to submit your answer. We'll announce the winner at the end of tonight's show, as well as draw for last week's winner of the $25 Meijer gift card, as Chris Parks is still giddy over Andrew McCutchen being named MVP.
I am excited about that. Congrats to the Cutch and, of course, Miguel Cabrera as well, too. Let's get to that weather now and looking at the 5-day. Looking good for Saturday and Friday as well, too. 50 degrees coming up tomorrow. Saturday, 57 degrees. We warm up to 65 on Sunday, but rain moving into the forecast, and then a big cool down, cold front coming through on Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures will get to 45 Monday, even colder on Tuesday, maybe a chance of snow as well, too. 38 for your high on Tuesday.
We are just getting started on the Sports Report. After a quick break, more regional semifinal previews. Marion Local and Kenton both #1 in the state for their divisions, but they weren't the top seeds in their regions. We'll hear from them when the Coach's Choice continues.
From the TV44 studios, it's the Lima Memorial Health System Sports Report with Andy Lynch, Mark Kuntz, and Chris Parks. Local sports, local heroes.
Black Friday is awesome, but 4 a.m. is rough. Let's do Black Friday all month, roll out some cars, and still give the lifetime warranty.
Wow, new Avenger $16,990, new Dart $17,990.
Sounds great, but let's get aggressive.
Okay, let's sell any new minivan, Journey, 300, Charger, Challenger, 200 convertible, Ram 2500 for $1,000 under invoice, plus give rebates up to $4,500.
The all-new Cherokee with the world's first 9-speed transmission for just $1 over invoice.
Hurry to the Black Friday sale all month long at Tom Alls.
At the Union Bank, our loan professionals will show you how the equity in your home can help you with life's most important moments.
Whether you need money for college tuition, vacation, a wedding, or home improvements, we will make your life easier.
We will design the perfect solution which provides flexibility for you to access your money when you want it the most.
The money you need is just a phone call away. Let us help you find the treasure in your home.
Committed to you, Union Bank.
Top-rated Marion Local with a huge test Saturday as they face fellow unbeaten Covington in a game you can see in WOSN 11 o'clock Saturday night. This Moeller Trucking Playoff preview, Andy tells us the Flyers are getting stronger as the season wears on.
We're good. We're still on the upward move. I think everyone's just getting healthier and healthier.
The return of guys like Adam Berkey, Dustin Rethman, and J.C. Gottemeller sparked a Flyer offense to 63 points against Fort Loramie after they just scored 14 at Anna and 42 against New Bremen the last 2 weeks of the regular season.
It was a big boost for us mentally, I think. We had kind of ground down a little bit offensively the last couple of weeks, and we got some guys back and we hit some plays and played really well, so it was fun.
Felt real good. Just going back out there, wearing your pads and stuff is a lot better than wearing jeans and a jersey, so felt really good. It was tough while I was out and everything, but the guys really stepped up and they didn't miss a beat, and Doc and Troy did a great job leading the offense, and I'm just glad to be back.
It's where you need to be, so there's some things in football you can't control. We have hit the playoffs before where we just didn't have the right personnel available to us, and you do what you can, but this year we feel good.
This week, the defending state champions preparing for a Covington team that's just going to run some more. The Bucks, though, have given Coldwater a little bit of trouble the past few playoff seasons. Those high-powered Cav teams winning 31-7 and 20-0 the last 2 years.
You know, in this day and age, you just don't play a lot of teams that are that committed just to running the ball, you know, just getting off the ball and taking their 3, 4, 5, 6 yards and getting back to the huddle. So it's a mindset.
They're bringing a real different style. It seems like everything they're doing is different in some way. The guys are adjusting well. You know, we faced a little bit of everything. Not as many run-oriented teams as pass-oriented this year, but the way their offense is designed and stuff, everybody has a job to do, and they just got to do it.
They're a really nice team, you know, both with their personnel and their style of play. It's not something that you see, and so, you know, how fast we can adjust to what we're seeing, that would be the key.
Thank you, Andy. Moving east to the lone remaining Western Buckeye League team, the Kenton Wildcats, unbeaten WBL champs with a different challenge this Tuesday. Andy has more in our Mid-Ohio Energy playoff preview.
The Wildcats walked outside to find the white stuff Tuesday.
I think in the last 4 years, the first time we've actually had snow on the ground for a practice, even when we went to state 2 years ago. So it's a little different, but we'll get through it.
Our guys have practiced hard all year long, and we've conditioned and trained. And, you know, as the cold weather comes in, you know, you don't need to spend as much time outside, but there are certain things that you got to work on. You got to continue to do the fundamental things, blocking, tackling, getting out of your stance, making throws and catches. So we'll do those things and try to get out as soon as we can.
This is a different feeling. I haven't done this before.
Something Kenton's done a lot is pass the football. Grant Sherman, another national record Friday, throwing 8 touchdowns and a half. He has 8 different receivers with at least 15 catches or 3 touchdowns on the season.
Well, it helps Grant out, I think, a lot, having a lot of versatile receivers. I mean, we think 5 or 7 guys that can go out there and competitively play receivers, so it helps us out a lot.
It means a lot. I mean, these guys, I have great teammates, great offensive linemen, great wide receivers, and best coaching staff in the state of Ohio, in my opinion. So it just makes my job a whole lot easier.
I think the one thing that's really helped our offense is we do have a lot of guys that we can throw the ball to. We're throwing the ball to 5, 7, maybe 8 guys at different times. And the good thing is our offensive line's done a good job of giving him time to be able to do so. So we're excited about moving on and getting a chance to try to improve and get a little bit better this week.
The Cats preparing for a tri-weight team that's won 9 straight ball games after losing their first 2.
The thing that concerns me the most about tri-weight is their speed and their athleticism. They got a lot of quick, athletic guys, you know, that really put a lot of pressure on you from the defensive perspective. And then, you know, they throw the football very similar to what we do. They have a quarterback that is very athletic, very quick, runs the ball very well, similar to what Brody Hoying there from Coldwater. I don't know if he's as good as Brody, but he's a pretty good player.
And we'll have the broadcast of that one from Mansfield Saturday at 7 p.m. on the West Ohio Sports Network. In Kenton, Andy Lynch for the Sports Report.
Thank you, Andy. Straight ahead, women's basketball. Liberty Benton's Cait Kraft healthy and making a big impact on the OSU Lady Buckeyes. And she answers the question, who's the better shooter in the Kraft family?
You have a choice for sports, for longevity, for life. The Orthopedic Institute of Ohio. World-class orthopedic surgical, diagnostic, and therapeutic care. And now, the most comprehensive care in the region just got better with our building expansion and installation of state-of-the-art imaging equipment with access to 15 of the finest orthopedic surgeons in the world to address your every orthopedic concern. When it's time to rejuvenate your quality of life, ask for the best. Ask for OIO, the Orthopedic Institute of Ohio.
Now, back to the Sports Report from the Dickey Financial Studios.
The Ohio State women's basketball team is off to a 3-0 start after tonight's 83-71 win over VCU. Liberty Benton grad Cait Kraft has started all 3 games for the Lady Buckeyes under first-year head coach Kevin McGruff, finishing tonight's game with 9 points. And as Mark reports, Kraft is taking advantage of the new season.
Early into her sophomore season, things are completely different for Cait Kraft. She's already started more games than all of last season and needed just over a game and a half to top her freshman point total.
Last year I wasn't healthy for the majority of the year. I sat out with a concussion for 2 weeks, played for a little bit, and then had a really bad back injury for the last few months of the season, so I just kind of sat down. It's always hard when you sit on the sideline and watch your team play and you know that you can be out there helping them, doing whatever you can. So it's always hard, but it's just something sometimes that you have to deal with. So this year, 100% healthy. I haven't had any problems yet. Hopefully that continues. And I think that's just the biggest difference, is actually being able to play.
Kraft is more than just playing. In the win over Florida Atlantic on Sunday, she led the team with a career-high 29 points on 6 of 7 shooting, including a perfect 2 of 2 behind the arc. Due to injuries, suspensions, and transfers, the Lady Buckeyes are only dressing 8 players right now, but Kraft has earned her playing time.
She's really bright, number one. I think you talk about, hey, this is the plan or this is what we're going to run, and immediately clicks with her. And also she's really, I think, fearless out there. She doesn't get rattled very easily. People can pressure her or things can go wrong. She kind of keeps playing her game and stays within what we're trying to do. And I think that's what allows her to have success. She just has a real understanding of what we're trying to do and how she fits into it. And she's playing her role really well right now.
There's always been a good-natured competitiveness between Cait and older brother Aaron, but it may have been ratcheted up last weekend when, in response to his teammates voting Cait the better shooter by a 2-1 margin, Aaron said he was the better shooter, pointing to his head-to-head battles.
Knowing what I know now, I guess he won the last game of Pig, and, you're only as good as your last game. So, technically, I guess Kraft is the better shooter.
Aaron claimed that he beat me in the last game of Pig, which is correct. But he does not always beat me. He lies. My win-to-loss ratio in shooting games with Aaron is way higher than his. So Aaron is a liar in that aspect. But when we do play Pig, Aaron will take the weirdest shots that he knows that you would never take in a game, because he knows if he takes just regular shots, he's going to lose. But you got to do what you got to do, I suppose.
In Columbus, Mark Kuntz, Sports Report.
Fun times with the Kraft family there. Don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter, Andy Lynch 44, Marcus 44, and myself, Chris Parks 44, for breaking news, updates from playoff games, and so much more. And 44 halftime scores will provide updates on Fridays and Saturday nights here of the high school football playoff season. So check us out on Twitter and Facebook and the homepage at WOSN.tv.
Up next, Ohio Prep Profile featuring Delta St. John's Tyler Jettingoff, senior, leading the Blue Jays charge when the player's choice breaks through the line.
Oh, that pie looks be sure to sugar that.
At Meijer, we've got everything you need for the perfect Thanksgiving dinner.
Over here, yes.
All at low Meijer prices.
Oh, they're here.
And that's better for everyone. Because when your money goes a little further, so can you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Come on in.
We're constantly building our programs to be in the job market right now.
This is kind of the perfect opportunity to try something new and at the same time better my life.
That's what the Career Center gives you. It gives you that step ahead of everybody else that's out there.
It's your choice.
And I've made the choice to succeed.
I put myself in a better position because I made the choice to come to Apollo Career Center.
Delta St. John's running back Tyler Jettingoff has been causing headaches for the opposition the last 3 seasons. And now with the Jays on a 5-game winning streak, the senior has been even tougher to bring down. The Blue Jay senior does get our attention in tonight's OIO Prep Profile.
Well, he's probably the focal point of everybody's attention. When they start to game plan for us, they're probably looking to see where number 14 is and what they're going to do to stop him. Tyler's he's a power runner, but yet he's got very good speed for a big guy.
He's hard to miss on the turf, standing at about 6'2", 220 pounds. And from an early age, head coach Todd Schulte knew he was going to have a special talent on his side.
Yeah, we knew pretty early on, watching him in junior high, you could just tell that then, he was just a strong, fast kid, and we knew that there was only an upside to him. And as I said, he's put in a lot of hard work and a dedication into being a good football player into our program. And
that extra effort starts every offseason with the big bruising back.
Just a lot of time in the weight room and doing a lot of running in the off season.
all that's come through very hard work. Tyler's a weight room kid, and everybody sees the success. He's got his name in the paper all the time, and to me, I think that's well deserved just because of the time and the effort he has put into being a better football player.
Jettinghoff was first team All-MAC, district, and state a season ago, and has a very unselfish attitude, crediting others on the field for his success.
I just feed off what the line gives me, and they do a great job. So really the line is what gives me all my yards. They do a good job of doing what they do, and our blocking scheme, they get me out in the open and whatnot, and I take what they give me.
Which normally is huge holes and plenty of space to roam.
I usually try to break it outside. If it's not there, I'll just push it in and try to get as much as I can.
Jettinghoff and the Jays will look to push Tiffin Calvert around on Saturday. A preview of their matchup comes tomorrow on the show. From Lima Stadium, I'm Chris Parks with the Sports Report.
Thank you, Chris, and we are pleased to announce you can now watch live on WOSN 93 The One, The Fan Sports Talk with Koza, hosted by Vince Koza every Monday through Thursday from 5 to 6:30, and again repeated 10 to 11:30. So if you flip over to WOSN in a few moments, you'll be able to hear Vince talk to the one and only Bryce NATO Fackler, who decided his new nickname is NATO. So his brother Mark the Shark, so it's Sharknado Facklers. That's what we've decided. That's what you get on Vince Koza live on WOSN every Monday through Thursday.
Sharknado. We finished strong with the Buckeye beat. Ohio State getting ready for a road trip, plus your Meyer Trivia winners when the Sports Report returns.
Black Friday sales are only on Black Friday, not at Ottoville Hardware and Furniture. We have Black Friday sales the entire month of November. A best reclining sofa was $826, now $599. This deluxe GE washer was $599, now $399. A Jameson queen set, mat and box was $499, now $299. More Black Friday sales through November on hardware, furniture, appliances, TV, floor covering, and bedding. Take the short drive to Ottoville Hardware and Furniture in Ottoville.
I've always been hometown at heart, but I also wanted to pursue the career that I had chosen in my career field.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
Looking at other sites, I didn't see too much. With Hometown Opportunity, I learned about a lot of other companies that I had never known about.
I had signed up for emails to keep me updated on what was available.
Even though I have my job now, I still frequent the site. I'll shoot an email to someone and say, hey, check out Hometown Opportunity. There's a job here listed for you.
Buckeye head coach Urban Meyer warns with limited travel numbers, some minor injuries and redshirt plans, some walk-ons who've never played a down of college football may see some action Saturday at third-ranked Ohio State's game in Illinois. Reading between the lines, I guess that means Meyer isn't expecting his starters to play that much against the last-place Fighting Illini. All season long, Meyer has been concerned about linebacker play. At 9-0, he's now comfortable with the starters, but still sees needed improvement from the starters and from the backups.
And Josh Perry has been developed recently. He started the season is nowhere near what we expect from Ohio State linebacker, but his last few weeks of practice and certainly in the games has played very well. The depth is a major concern. We're nowhere near where we need to be as far as the expectation level of the linebacker play here. When you think of the great linebackers that have arguably the last decade as good a linebackers ever in the country have played at Ohio State, we need to get back to that.
I think Coach Fick does a great job of getting us to understand fundamentals, and that's really big on his list. He said, you get guys in here, and not everybody's going to know what Tampa 2 defense is, but if you got good fundamentals and you listen to coaching, then we'll be able to coach you up to do it right.
And don't forget to join Mike and I every game week for Buckeye Insider. Tuesday nights, we'll preview the upcoming game, have a full recap and post-game analysis on the weekend show. This week, Saturday night show, pushed back half an hour to 11 o'clock. We head west to Atlanta, Lincoln for full highlights and post-game reaction. Don't forget, Mondays at 9, you can catch Coach Meyer's weekly press conferences on WOSN and plenty of Buckeye content on the website, WOSN.tv. Check out the Buckeye Insider playlist.
Time now for the Meyer Trivia answer on the line, a $5 gift card to Arby's, plus you'll be entered into the weekly and that grand prize drawing for Meyer gift cards. We asked you, who was the last Cleveland Indian to win the AL MVP award? That answer coming back in 1953, Al Rosen. Our winner is going to be Doug Seitz from Coldwater. We'll get that Arby's gift certificate in the mail. And you're entered into next Thursday's live drawing for that $25 gift card to Meyer. But time to draw for
Technically, it's a Subway gift card, but that's all right. Yes.
Okay. Well, I read Arby's. It's Subway, so you get $5 at Subway then. And like popcorn, I'll pick for one further.
Don't let the popcorn burn. That's a horrible smell.
That is a terrible smell. Frank Griesdorn from St. Henry, our winner. You get that $25 gift card to Meyer.
Congratulations. Tomorrow night on the Sports Report, highlights from the football regional semifinals from Wapak, Lima, and Mansfield. Plus, we'll preview more of the Saturday night games, top 5 plays of the week, as well as the Buckeye Beat and the Bluffton Bulletin, all that and more. Friday at 10 on the Sports Report. Finley Oilers go on the road, pick up a win at Cedarville tonight. However, the Bluffton volleyball team, they fall in the opening round of the NCAA volleyball tournament.
Fell to Wittenberg today, but a great year for the Bluffton volleyball team as they won the conference and then made to the NCAA tournament. So congrats to them, and be sure to tune in tomorrow night for Week 12 of high school football.
Tonight on Newswatch,